Hey everyone. You're probably tuning in because of my very dramatic description of this video, but it actually, something very terrifying and dramatic happened to me last night. So I was home alone, my husband was out working, and my beautiful little Winnie dog, which you've probably seen in many videos, started reacting very strangely. And she had been chewing on a bone, and I realized that the little piece of the bone had actually got caught in her throat. So she was acting so stressed with her paws, trying to get it out of her mouth and just ripping into her gums, and blood was coming out. And I realized that she wasn't able to breathe, or she was very stressed anyway. So she was running outside, trying to get this bone out of her mouth. I actually have the bone here, this little piece of bone. And I was absolutely beside myself. So in this situation, you just have to go into this mode of, wow, something seriously could happen to her. And it's not a very nice feeling to feel. It's very, very stressful and hard to watch. I opened her mouth up. I even put my hand down her throat to try and to find the bone, but I couldn't feel anything. I was sort of pressing on her stomach to see if something would come out. And I was praying very, very hard that my little girl wasn't going to just stop breathing or die before me. Sounds very dramatic, but it was very, very hard to watch. And then at one moment, she just started staring into thin air, and I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So I was literally in my pajamas. I had no shoes on, nothing. I just jumped in the car, put her in the car, and started driving to the emergency. I didn't really care what I looked like. And at about a few roundabouts down the road, all of a sudden I heard her burping, and she burped out the bone that was in her mouth and down her throat, and she started panting very hard. So, gosh, that was such a stressful situation. It was so hard. But the first thing I did when I drove home was I came and got my balance oil, because I was highly stressed. So I just rubbed the balance and just breathed it in just to sort of calm myself. And it did, it really grounded me. I also put it on Winnie because she was also very stressed as well, and wasn't herself. But I thought, what oils could I use to help her in this situation? And I brought out copaiba, and I brought out frankincense. These were just the two oils that actually I was chatting to Amanda, she recommended, but I thought they were a great choice as well. And I just rubbed them in my hands and just rubbed them over her as well, and over her stomach and her throat, wherever she was, and feeling like she was choking. And I also got the colloidal silver. I had some in the fridge and let her drink that, just so that it sort of calmed, or if there was any cuts or anything down her throat. So that's what I did in a very, very stressful situation. It was very hard to watch, but I was so thankful that I could go to my little oil box and find something that could help support her. So she was a bit quiet, but this morning she is back to her normal self. We went down to the beach. We've been running in the ocean, and she is happy again. But I will never give her another bone out of fear that that could happen. So just be careful with bones. They do come into very small little pieces when they chew them up, and they can be quite dangerous. So don't leave your dog alone with a bone, or just be very careful what sort of bones you use. Anyway, that was my story last night. I was quite emotional yesterday, but I can talk about it today. All right, have a great day, guys. See you later.